It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Last week we reported on a clash at Summit School District where support staff like janitors and bus drivers want to unionize, but the existing school board is accused of trying to derail those efforts. At last night's candidate forum, we asked 3 candidates for school board how they would respond. Career lobbyist Jackie Zalesniak.
My discussions would probably start with the proponents, what they're not getting that they think a union will help them get, right? What needs is the school district not meeting, and how do we get there? And is this the preferred way? Is this the only way? Is there another way?
County Human Services Pro Jennifer Gonzalez.
Creating that union will probably bring strikes because they are going to fight for like a salary increase. And what we just talked about in the forum, like the budget, it's not looking great, and we will need to be very creative on how we provide better salaries for the teachers and the staff in general.
Public health nurse Whitney Horner.
If I was on the board now, I would have already done a lot of homework. So I can't answer that as if I was on the board now, but I think my takeaway message is I value humans, I value support staff, I value teachers, and I'm just hopeful that we can all collaborate and figure out what works best to support our staff.
Election day, it's next Tuesday, November 4th. Sitting school board president Consuelo Redhorse is trading the school board for the state capitol. Just last night, she announced her run for State House District 13.
It's a people thing, It's really cool just to meet people, build relationships, and then those networks, and be able at this point to connect people with each other from different areas.
Redhorse will be running to replace Speaker of the House Julie McCluskey, who is on her final term. The Democratic primaries this coming June. This week on the State of Summit. 5 years of paid managed parking at Quandary Peak just ended. County Commissioner Tamara Pogue is looking back on what has worked.
From the perspective of helping to manage impact on our trail system, it's been very successful. And from the perspective of encouraging folks to carpool, use shuttles, all of those things that ultimately reduce congestion in Summit County that I hear from residents they want to see happen, I also think it has been very successful.
In 2020, the last year of free parking, Quandary was the busiest 14er in the state with a record 49,000 hikers. By 2024, Quandary was still one of the most popular, but with nearly half as many visits, 26,500.
I think one area that we need to continue to focus on is making sure that we are not inadvertently making it harder for our locals to access our trailheads.
Summit residents got free shuttle rides this past summer, but if you wanted to park at Quandary, you still paid up to $55 per day. Pogue says the county's partnership with Breckenridge and the U.S. Forest Service there will be a model as the federal government slowly takes over at Quandary, the new southern gateway to a new national monument.
That lack of capacity is a real struggle for not just the Forest Service employees, but also for our community in terms of how we manage all of this land. Ultimately, Summit County is still 80% federal land.
The feds have not said if they will keep the paid parking fees and shuttles. Planning for updated parking restrooms and trails at Quandary was in the works before the government shutdown. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, tonight the Nuggets play the Pelicans, and in local sports, returning to A-Basin next Tuesday is Race 1 of the Rise and Shine Rando Series, racing uphill before the lifts open. This 4-part series is happening every other Tuesday into December. Get signed up online. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.